Hi, and welcome back to It's a Miracle Beauty and Lifestyle. I am a beauty review and finance channel. I switched over to more finance when I was catching on to how much money I really was wasting on makeup and more than any one person could use. So I did move into budgeting and using the cash envelope system. It is something I'm only in my, I think I've hit almost exactly the 3-month mark. So I'm really starting to fine tune now and figure out what works for me and what doesn't. So today I'm going to be doing my weekly check-in, and it is for the first and second pay period or week of, I go by pay periods, not weeks of the month, but it's for the first and second week. I actually filmed the first week last week and the footage was ridiculous, so I'm just combining them today. I just want to say welcome and welcome back to my current and new subscribers, and I hope that you will subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and don't forget I am moving towards my 500 subscriber, and I have a huge contest coming. I have partnered with Happily Ever Plans on Etsy, and we are creating a really amazing gift pack that is going to have a grand prize for the US and Canada, a first prize for the US and Canada, and then an international prize. That way everybody can participate. So I hope that you guys will like, share, subscribe. Make sure you comment down below where you're watching from, and let's get started on my weekly check-in. So I do write all of my transactions down. I'm gonna zoom in just a little bit. Okay, I did zoom in just a little bit so it's easier to read. So I do write all of my transactions down. To say that this week the budget didn't go as planned is such an understatement. I spent a lot of money that was not in my budget that I had because of the stimulus. And so again, it's stimulating the economy, and I'm great on that side of it, but I wish I had planned it better. If I wanted to blow that kind of money, I should have planned for it. So first thing we're gonna do is week 1. So I can see right away, I put a line between that I don't have any groceries for week 1. So I'm gonna go over to my weekly check-in. I am going to say 0, and that would have left 150 because I did put groceries into that envelope that week. Actually, that's not true. I had money left over, I believe. I think I had 30 left over, so I actually left 180. So next is Med and Personal. Med and Personal is orange. It looks like I only have one, $8.47. I'm having a lot of pain in my wrist, so I did order a brace for my wrist to help with it's like an ice pack, and it puts pressure, almost like for carpal tunnel, although I'm not sure that that's what my issue is. I think it was just not overusing it that week, not over time. So I don't budget specifically for this other than my medication, prescription, and medical envelope. So I did actually just pull this out of my rollover, so that didn't come there. And then home and car, let me grab my calculator. Not sure if this is gonna be, there's a way for me to do this that's easier to see. Okay, I'm not sure if it's gonna pick up all the way, but so home and car, we have 2983, and we have 2916. So that's $57.99 for home and car. I plan on in the future, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but this isn't working for me the way I have it because I have a home cash envelope or sinking fund. I have a car cash envelope and sinking fund, but then there's also fuel, and I tend to put all 3 in here. So this remaining doesn't work for me. It doesn't mean I have 0. It means I'm not tracking it because it's coming out of so many different envelopes. I really need to just track my cash envelopes and kind of stop tracking all these. So I'm going to be changing that in the coming months as I work through it more. So the only thing left there is we have one unbudgeted. I'm actually going to write that in even though it's not the next in line because I do only have one, and that was for $45. I did re-sign up for Stash. It's a investment stock type. It's basically like stocks for dummies, I guess is the only way I can put it, is it doesn't make you have to know everything about stocks, and you're able to invest and do money. So I did set up an automatic deposit to go there. Every paycheck I am sending money there. So unbudgeted, obviously, if it's unbudgeted, I didn't budget for it, so it's 0. So let's go back to eating out. We have $16.49, $13, $10, $11, $11, and $8.69. It's $49.39 that week. That is absolutely atrocious. 49, no, $29.39. And that's actually probably a negative number because I only budgeted $25, and I didn't even use that $25 because that was in cash and I paid online. So it came out of the stimulus / my rollover. So let's look real quick Frivolous, we had 0, which is good. Kids, we had 0, which again is good. Business had 0. So med personal, I'm not worried about. That was a necessity. These were household toiletries and gas, so obviously a necessity. So that total doesn't bother me. Unbudgeted, it bothers me in the sense that I didn't plan for it, but investing and putting money into stocks is never a bad thing. So eating out is ridiculous. So let's go to week 2. We're going to do groceries first. And the groceries, I was horrible this week. $72.59. Oh, that's not. My hubby paid part of that, so it's actually $42.59 and $46.55 and $30.98. And this actually isn't everything because I have no grocery money left. So there's a transaction that I am missing. That was on 1/11, 29.16 groceries Target. Okay. So I need to add these last 2 in. $30.98 plus $29.16 is $180.26, and I had $180 in my envelope, so that brings us down to a little bit less than. That one got emptied. I don't 180 left. That one got emptied. So I have no med and personal. Next is frivolous. Looks like I have 2. I have $11.66. That was Michael's. That was actually paper for my happy planner. I ran out of my like sheet paper. And then 5. So it's $16.66 for frivolous. Actually, that's not true. I don't know how to do this. So 5 came out of my spending money. And the rest came out of my rollover. So I think I'm just going to put what's left of my spending money in here. And up here, I should probably fix that. Okay, let's see. 45 left there. Next would be home and car. We have 2. I love these color coding. It makes things so much easier to grab what it is and what's going on. That's $71.19. These were both necessities. I put my pets under home and car. Again, there's too many under this category, but I did an order with my pet funds and a little bit from my rollover with Chewy, and it will last us about 8 weeks, I think. And then I ordered checks because I was completely out of checks for like 5 years now, and I have certain things that I need to be able to mail a check for. I just keep them basically for emergencies. So I'm not tracking that. Kids were 0, I believe. My son, I am going to start giving him his allowance electronically out of my part-time job because I don't budget with my part-time income. That is something that is in another account. I pretty much don't touch unless we need something that I didn't budget for or things like that. But I did just decide I'm going to start putting his money in that because he does prefer it electronically. So business has, actually looks like that's all of them. We did everything. So that's 0. Unbudgeted was 0. That's nice. And eating out should be 0 because I kicked myself for the week prior. Yes, it is. Okay. So I want to open my cash envelopes that I have. So I do use the Bella Taylor wallet. It is a divider wallet, and I really, really like this. I think it works really well. I do still have, oops, that's in the wrong category. I put something back in here, changed the other day. So I do still keep my dividers that I purchased from Happily Ever Plans. They do look like this. Let's see if I can get it to pick up good. There we go. So I do use these in here because I put week 1 in front and week 2 behind. That way I kind of separate it. So I have nothing left in groceries. I have a 10 left in fuel. And I do have a few days before payday. So this might not be the exact same thing I have when I actually get paid. Pets, I did use all of it. Prescriptions is actually a lot more, and I'll explain why. So in here I have 20, 35, 45, 55, 65. I actually found out that my FSA should have been paying for my allergy meds and other things all along, and we did up our FSA. So I actually pulled all the money out of my medical fund and put it in my prescriptions in my wallet. I'm actually going to roll this over into debt when I do my cash envelope stuffing. So there's no reason for it, at least at this point in the year, to be having that sitting there for nothing when I can pay off debt. Spending, I have 20, 35, 45. So yeah, 45, which is what we have. That works perfect. I have nothing left in household. See, I'm trying to get this where it's, there we go. I have nothing left in date night. I rolled that into debt again. I need to just stop doing that. And then I haven't touched my eat out folder. So, and I have nothing left in my rollover because I did just do a huge payment on my debt, which I'll go through in just a moment. So that's what we have left. So this makes sense for what I have left. I'm okay with that. I mean, I should have spent less, but that's okay. So for debt, I apologize. This is a little bit jumbled because I had changed my mind on how I was going to do something. So it is a little bit confusing. So I will go through it. Let me straighten that out for you. Sorry about that. So USAA, I found out after I did my budget last month that my bill doesn't even cut until February, isn't due till February 15th. So I've just been paying $100 a payday. I plan to pay another 100 this payday. So USA car insurance, I've only paid 100 so far. It was on 1.7. I still owe 283. This is my prior insurance. We had earned a premium left after we moved and saved 45%. So my doctor's bill, again, is on a payment plan. I paid 20 on the payday that already happened, and I'm planning to pay 20 the next payday. We'll leave 126.96. Care credit is the coolest thing, coolest part of it. So after my payment for January posted, my balance was $1,338.64. I made a payment of $750 with my stimulus, which we are a family of 5. We received a larger stimulus. It didn't all go to bills or all go to cash stuff, and we did spend. And it left $553.04. My statement hit in the middle of it, so it became $618.60. And then I made a payment of $295 combined with Mercari sales. I've actually sold over $100 at Mercari so far this week, or this last 2 weeks. And so $295 was part of my sinking funds that I moved over, or cash envelopes that I moved towards debt, or it was my Mercari's, and it's now down to $323.68. I am hoping to put 30 from my part-time income or was hoping, excuse me, scratch that, 30 from my part-time income and then pay the balance off on my payday. This is not going to happen. This, actually, I'm going to use a different color so it does better. This is not going to happen. I actually used that 30 for some things the kids needed at Target last night, so that's not going to happen. But it's a total balance. I mean, I only owe $323, so I'm okay with that. I owed $1,383 when the month started. So it's a huge amount paid off. It's under 20% now, or 30%. And so I'm excited that that is getting paid. My QVC, I originally planned to roll over this month. I'm not sure if that's how it's going to happen. It kind of depends. If with my cash rollover, I can pay this off, I may just pay this off or possibly put on this. After I work on care credit being paid off, my next goal is to work on credit one. So I kind of have it here as a forethought, like, I want to know what's going on. And here's my payments that I have done. So 1/4 I did, this is on care credit. 1/4 I had 46, 1/8, 750, 113, 245, and 114.50. My balance went from 1383 to 1323, which to me is unbelievable and absolutely fantastic. I'm thrilled with it. I have no complaints. So let's see. I think that's it for this month. So that is my weekly check-in for weeks 1 and 2. If you like these types of videos, I hope that you will subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It will let you select if you want to be notified every single time I upload or to get notified randomly. And then last of all, don't forget to subscribe because we do have the 500 subscriber contest coming. I should be posting that video, I would say, in the next week. I think I'm due to have all the prizes in my house by like Friday. So next weekend, I probably will be posting that video. So if you're interested in winning that, don't forget we are going to have US and Canada and international. So it's a pretty exciting contest. But I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, click like, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are.